to Fox NFL Sunday. Today, Brett Favre and the Packers battle the defending champion Patriots, and both teams have real concerns. New England has lost 2 in a row, while Green Bay is extremely banged up on defense. Brett Favre, however, has had something else on his mind this week, the R word. No, not another ring, but retirement. And that's why this could be his last chance at being super. Pam Oliver has more in her. Hello, Pam.
Yourself, JB. You guys are so silly. Let me just get that in. Where Brett Favre, his wide receivers are concerned, he's really had to start from scratch there. After the Packers let Antonio Freeman, Corey Bradford, and who am I thinking about? Billy Schrader walk. Favre was forced to break in a whole new set of guys. It's still a work in progress, but so far, the gunslinger pretty happy with his new targets. He calls them the most physically gifted set of receivers he's ever had. And in all his years in Green Bay, Brett Favre has had some notables.
Sterling, Antonio, T. Jackson, Robert Brooks, on down the line. Now
he's got Terry Glenn, talented target who's checked his considerable baggage at the door.
You can't say enough about what he did Monday night. I said, now that's why we brought you here.
I'm very, very happy. Just the atmosphere and the things that it has allowed me to do. It has allowed me to grow in the way I wanted to grow.
There's the fourth-year Packer Donald Driver, a fearless seventh-round wonder who rose through the ranks and emerged as a Favre favorite.
The things that receivers are asked to do, they come natural to Terry, whereas Donald had to work to achieve those. And man, has he ever worked hard.
I turned down a lot of money, but the thing was, in my case, is if I can play with a great quarterback and win a Super Bowl, that's the biggest show for me right now.
Rounding out the group, a second-year guy who earned his quarterback's ire last season. But Robert Ferguson hit the books and hit the ground running this season. Rookie Javon Walker was the Packers' highest receiver drafted since Sterling Sharp in 1988.
It's been a rough road for me, but I think it's a daily process for me because the year I had last year was a lot of things went on, so it's just been a daily process for me and Brett,
I think I'm still the fastest, though. We talk about that. Yeah, right. I think I can take any one of them.
Terry, you guys competitive among yourselves?
Very. I think each guy look at each other and we go out there and practice and try to model ourselves or find things that we can make ourselves better at.
And if we go out there and we're not focused on what we have to do, then nothing's going to turn out great for us. But that's the only way you can get in this doghouse is by not playing ball. Me being the young guy of the group, I feed off of their adrenaline. If Terry, Donald, or Robert makes a big play, I felt like I had to make a big play.
Being on the receiving end of a Favre bullet is something these guys hope will last a good long time. He brings out the best in them. A few broken fingers seems a small price to pay.
He throws it pretty hard, and looking at Driver's fingers, he got a couple broken fingers.
Sorry, I apologize. No love, but it's the middle finger.
I'm just getting started.
I apologize. It's not what I'm trying to do. Excuse me, but it's the middle finger. I'll show you like this.
That's better.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's pretty ugly. You got some ugly hands.
I played with a lot of guys, broke a lot of fingers, done all that stuff, but just when these young guys come in and think, you can't throw it, I just have to wake them up a little bit, give them a little eye-opener.
Patriots well aware of Favre's eye-opening ability. Safety lawyer Malloy told us that it's really important for the guys in the secondary to stay disciplined today, not leave their zones too early because of Favre's tendencies to perhaps throw the ball into coverage. But also, JB, Malloy has emphasized that as far as the Terry Glenn factor goes, he cannot be their primary concern. Of course, they want to stop him, but so far, Brett Favre has done a great job spreading that ball around, and receivers have been responding quite nicely. That's it from here. Back to you.
Hey, Pam, and segueing from the Terry Glenn factor, Andy Rooney sends his love as well, right?
Oh.
No, that's true. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Hey, Terry. I like that look, Pam. Terry, visualize this. Pam and Jillian in a cat fight.
Oh. Speaking of a fight today, Howie, Green Bay at New England. New England's banged up defense. It could be an ugly day.
New England's defense is right now battered and confused. They can't figure out what they want to stop. There's 11 holes in the dike, and they have 10 fingers. Kansas City pounds them for over 200 yards. San Diego pounds them for over 200 yards. Last week, they decided, hey, we're going to buckle it up. We're going to play the run. We're going to stop the run. They hold Ricky Williams to 2.9 a carry. but they hold the ball for almost 40 minutes and wear them out in the second half. Wear them out. This is a team right now that needs to find themselves on offense and on defense.
Hey, Howie, they got wore out on the other side of the ball as well. They tried to run the ball to start the ball game and got stuffed. So this week, they'll go right back. They're going to be spreading them all over the field. They're going to be throwing it down the field. They got a soggy field. That'll hurt the pass rush. And they're going up against the Green Bay defense. Got 4 new starters and a bunch of secondary guys limping around. They'll throw the ball at least 50 times a day.
I don't get this coaching stuff. Let me give you an idea. You remember this guy up in Minnesota that got the head coaching job at Baltimore, Brian Billick. And this guy goes in there. He's a so-called offensive guru. And all of a sudden, they don't do so hot. And they lose their quarterbacks. And the poor little Trent Dilfer quarterback them, so they have to run the football and play great defense. And Lord, behold, what happened? They won themselves a Super Bowl. Then this guy up in New England,
Belichick.
Yeah, he coaches these guys last year in New England. They run the football and what? Play great defense. And what they do, people? Won them a Super Bowl.
Amen.
Hey, wake up. You're throwing the ball twice as many times as you're running it. What's his name again?
Belichick.
Get back to doing what won you a Super Bowl. These people are crazy. I'm going to lose my mind.
His offensive line's not good enough to knock anybody off the ball. They can't run it.
They didn't get saved, but they had last year.
As we segue, let me tell you, that's a case of
I need a pill of some kind.
thinking.
You're obviously
The Cowboys tried a risky fake field goal last week, and let's just say it didn't work out too well. Jimmy Johnson hits the Foxfield to show you when you run the fake and when you don't. And then we'll hear from another smart coach, the Redskins' Steve Spurrier. He's bright enough to know that Patrick Ramsey, the rookie out of Tulane, is his